Okay guys, from now on the intro will have face cam on as I get way too many comments whether I'm a girl or a boy. It's kinda annoying me. With that, welcome to today's showcase. This is the latest update of Alex mobs with some new wildlife but also scary entities. Hope you enjoy it. See ya! Surprisingly, these amphibians can be found in the desert biome on cloudy days. When provoked, these animals will attack back with a deafening squeak. Disturb these entities by hitting it with a shovel, preventing them from despawning. Additionally, they love to dance. Are you prepared for the Potoo? No, that's a name. These lazy birds are found within the shadows of dark forest biomes. Being nocturnal, they will spend most of their life camouflaged with the tree until they find insects to devour. Their pupils react to the brightness around it. If monsters are able to spawn, the pupils take up most of their eyes, and the animal itself will constantly howl. A player is able to pick them up with a falconry glove. This paradox of nature walks around on land even though it looks like a fish. Only found within the mangrove forest, sometimes these animals will circle each other to establish dominance. A player is able to tame these beautiful creatures by feeding them lobster tails. Made to stay, follow or wander, Mudskippers will even defend their owner by spitting mud at their opponent. This damages the foe, but also inflicts the slowness effect. The savanna biome welcomes another animal, the rhino. The large horn on their head allows them to defend themselves at any moment. But a major advantage is that they despise villagers. A player can pacify these large mammals by feeding them wheat. A potion can be used on them to infuse their horns with that specific effect. Lasting 15 to 20 attacks, this ability can be used against various different enemies. Befriended rhinos will defend their friends and will roam near villages. Climbing trees within the birch forest, sugar gliders are very cute entities. A player can tame them with sweet berries. They can be told to sit, wander, or follow, and even placed on top of players' heads. If this is done, a player will be inflicted with slow falling. Occasionally, sugar gliders will forage through leaves and rarely find some valuables, just like bear hair. Rumors are told due to leaks within our dimension, a new and lethal mob can be rarely spotted. However, if a player is suicidal enough, one can create a shattered dimensional craver by mutating it in a capsid. This new tool will create portals that lead 1 million blocks in that face direction. These operations increase the chance to find a Farseer. Near the world border, these entities are waiting for prey to come along. Their attacks are either dissolving enemies with their claws or eliminating them with the beam of their eyes. If the player doesn't evade these attacks, the chances to survive are meager, as these attacks ignore armor and enchants. Upon death, this monstrosity will drop one of its arms, crafted into a unique block called the Transmutation Table. Using the same devastating magic as Farseer's, this table is able to transmute entire stacks of items into different ones. The player only has to fill a whole stack of items into this magic device, and the possibilities of transmutation will appear. This procedure requires experience. When one item is transmuted into another, there's a slight chance that future transmutation possibilities will be the former item. This allows the player to manipulate the different outcomes. When destroyed, the table will lose all of its prior knowledge, another star will be dropped, and an explosion will follow. This primate found within the deep dark biome is seen to cling to the ceiling. The only hint players get is their large, light-emitting eyes. Even though hostile, these entities won't attack the player directly. Instead, it will start to squeak and clapping, with the inevitable outcome that the warden will be awakened. Thankfully, they have very low health and a single arrow can take care of them. Upon death, it can drop its soul crafted into the Skulk Boomer. When activated by a nearby Skulk sensor, this block will emit a loud sound when mobs are within a 3-block range. This can be disabled with redstone. Ghostly inhabitants have invaded abandoned mineshafts. Being spirits, Underminers can walk through blocks and thus walls. However, these ghosts will only appear if a lot of time is spent in their habitat. Their ethereal life can only be damaged with magic, just like splash potions. But thankfully, these entities are neutral. A player may find ores by observing these spirits. If an Underminer proceeds to start mining, there's a chance that ores are hidden behind that specific spot. An ore block can be dropped next to these ghosts. By doing so, they will cease to be invisible and start to search for these ore veins. Upon death, Underminers can drop the Ghostly Pickaxe, a powerful ethereal tool. It can store up to 9 stacks of blocks within itself. This ability only occurs when the whole inventory is filled. Repair it with Phantom Membranes. A tortured soul found within the dark void of the overworld appears to be humanoid. However, don't mistake them as friendly. These horror figures will extend their serpentine neck to firstly look at its prey. Afterwards, a player will witness the final moments being devoured by the Murmur. Upon death, these entities can drop red wool, elastic tendon, or rarely an unsettling kimono. The second drop can be combined to create the Tendon Whip. This melee weapon can hit up to 3 mobs at once from 8 blocks distance. The kimono is worn as a chestplate, increasing their wearer's range. Most hostile mobs will change to a neutral demeanor towards the player, apart from the Wither, Creepers, and other Murmurs. That was today's video. If you enjoyed it, then please consider to subscribe or leave a like. And maybe check out my gaming channel. Stay safe in game. Ciao!